Hi, how are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about the cost of being the understanding person or the emotionally intelligent person. You know, the one who always gives people the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I have the answers. I don't. I'm currently in a position where I'm also looking for the answers to some of these questions. And just now starting to reflect on how being emotionally intelligent, being understanding, and not understanding by way of you're just that, like you've actually worked to be a person who can give people an ear, you've worked to be a person who can dissect a situation, whether you are involved in it or not, and look at it from a somewhat unbiased position. It really is a lot of work to do, and I think a lot of the times people think when they meet people like that, it's easy and it's something you don't have to work on. But human beings are inherently selfish. Human beings are inherently self-centered. And so when you find a person who can make room for others, there is general kindness. Some people are naturally kinder, more gentle, more understanding, more giving, more selfless than others, and others have to like work to become that. But either way, it takes work. And I think in a general sense, being that is it's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful thing to experience people like that because they're rare in this world. But when it comes to personal, like intimate relationships, it can be extremely draining to be that type of a person. And what I mean is, we've been taught that giving, love, care, understanding, emotional intelligence, to put it in a cap, also being able to, understand social cues and things like that, are things that should be given free, right? And in their general sense, yeah, they should be free. But I think when it comes to those type of intimate relationships, family, close friends, romantic partners, you can only give so much until you begin to run dry, because everybody wants to feel seen, everybody wants to feel heard, everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants a chance for them to also be a priority and feel like a priority. But when you are a person who's like emotionally available, you take time to create room for other people, and people notice that, most of the times you become the sacrifice. Your feelings become this like sacrificed, and your feelings become othered because you understand, right? I'm not in a good place. You understand, right? I'm going through something right now. You're strong, and you're independent, and you've got things figured out. And even if you're going through a hard time, you always come out on top. But for right now, I'm suffering, I'm drowning, I'm not okay. But a lot of the times I've come to realize people who can separate their feelings from what's right and wrong suffer a lot, because even when somebody does something to them which hurts them, which rubs them the wrong way, they're able to sit there and think, why did this person do this to me? Why did this person say this? Why did this person, choose this way of interaction with me? And that negates their ability sometimes to fully experience the hurt, the sadness, the natural feelings which would come along with certain actions being done. And because you don't react the way that others would, like even where sometimes you need to be like explosive or expressive like that, because you're not, people tend to start taking advantage of that. So when a person of that nature finds themselves in a circle where everybody kind of looks at you as the pillar, the rock. It can be so isolating, it can be so lonely, and you learn not to put your emotions out there. You learn not to put the things that hurt and affect you out there, because sometimes it feels like you're just a journal. It feels like you're just a diary. It feels like you're just a piece of paper for other people to write on. But then, where's your journal? Where's your diary? Where's your paper? Where do you get to empty the things that aren't so organized, right, about you? When do you get to be human as well? So, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I just thought I would say it anyway. Maybe somebody out there has the answer to that. So, thank you for your time. For anybody who listened to the end, I really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later. I hope you have a good day. And yeah, have a good day.